Hi, I just want to make this video to talk about mainly band stuff, music stuff. Um, Today I just want to talk about what's been kind of bugging me with people talking about bands changing their sound, their style, and all that. And the two bands that I want to pinpoint that I've been hearing a lot about is Sleeping with Sirens and Set It Off. First off, Sleeping with Sirens released their new album, Madness, back in March, and people were giving them crap, still are giving them crap about it, because it's not as hard as their first two albums. And to be honest, they need to kind of grow up. um, Sleeping Sirens, I've grown to love over the past couple of years, and I like their old sound. I like their new sound. Hard, not hard. It doesn't matter to me. I'm in it for the music, whether it's hard or not. And Madness is a little bit more low key, or has a little more acoustic sound to it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't care. I enjoy their songs, always have. I connect to them, no matter how old I am. They say scene kids and edgy kids, whatever, are only into this kind of music, which is not true. Everyone can be in this type of music. Anyways, back to uh, Madness. It's a way different sound than they're used to, and I think it's like the sound that they're going for with their new sound, and I enjoy it. Personally, I think bands, they grow, they mature, their sound changes, and there's nothing wrong with that. But some people have a problem with it, and I don't understand why. If their style changes, if their show changes, and it doesn't make sense to me. Um, like, for example, Set It Off, one of my personal favorites. Um, I first started listening to them back in 2012, and at that time they were releasing cinematics. I love that album. Um, and it was more theatrical, dark, more pop rock ish, and I loved it. I loved that sound, and people started getting a little bit more. I don't know what the word is, but more hesitant about their new album and their sound, for being too poppy, and personally, it's their sound they want. That's the sound they were going for, and they didn't want to be stuck in this box and like categorized into this little, like, what genre we're going to be, pop punk and pop rock, whatever. um Duality is, yes, more pop, but has a lot of rock influences as well, and they got some influences from the 90s, which I'm a product of. um and people have been complaining about their live shows being a little bit more out there, because normally they're, before Duality came out, it was more theatrical, darker, and high energy, and the show hasn't changed. It's just people's view on their new music and their live show has changed. People just are saying that they're embarrassed to go to these shows now because of their style change and how they're not playing any of their older stuff, and how they wish they went back to that sound. And personally, that's just them maturing. They're growing up. They're not little kids. They're grown men. They're 26 years old. They're not going to talk about teenage stuff anymore. So people need to get past that. And if you're like taken back by their performance, then so be it. It's your opinion on them. I can't change that. Personally, I've seen them now 9 times in the past 2.5 years. And yes, their style has changed, but as people off stage, they haven't changed. Their personalities are the same. They're the most caring, fun loving, funny guys I've ever met in my life. They're caring and they love their fans to death. And just the fact that their people are complaining about their style change and how they've changed personally kind of bugs me. Duality, yes, it's a big style change, but personally, I like it because it's more mature and it's not for the younger crowd. I get that. It's not for teenagers because they haven't been through some of the stuff people in their 20s have been through. So they would relate more to their older stuff like cinematics and horrible kids, Calm Before the Storm. And personally, that's just what I think. And with Sleeping with Sirens, it's the same thing. People complain about their sound changing from being post-hardcore to kind of being a pop rock kind of band. And it's just all a matter of perspective. It's like you've grown up with the band, so your style has changed, and so has theirs. So you're growing with the band. And personally, I just think I don't know. People have their opinions on these two bands, and with Sleeping with Sirens, I love their music no matter what. So no matter what people say about the band, their sound being too a little bit more popish to oh, achieve a wider audience. I get that people, all bands want to achieve a wider audience. If they want to change their sound, so be it. If that's the reason to getting a wider audience, then let them do it. All bands want a bigger audience, want a big fan base. I get that, and I don't know. It's something that's been kind of bugging me. People who complain about, oh, I miss their old sound. I miss their live shows being like this and how they used to dress and how they should back that mic. They can't be in that bubble forever. Like, they gotta let them be them. They're humans. They have feelings and they want to change their sound. Let them. They've experienced new things and they want to write about it and sing them. And if you relate to them, great. If you don't, oh well. It's just, I don't know. It's just something that's been bugging me lately. And personally, it's just change sometimes can be a good thing and sometimes can be a bad thing. But in this case, I think both bands managed to pull off their change in sound. So that's just what I want to talk about.